is at this current capacity, maximum capacity. And the Saskatchewan plant, we are also not recommending that because it does not meet the net income goals for TRU. So to summarize, we would like to focus back again that we are recommending get tanked and wooden cradles. With these recommendations, we have revised the mission and the vision statement for TRU. The new mission statement is now focused on being more technologically advanced storage tanks to be used in the agricultural and energy industries, as well as the new vision now is to be leading innovative manufacturer of high quality tanks for our customers in the agriculture and energy industries in Canada and Northern United States. On this note, I will pass it on to Esther, who will take you through the implementation plan.
Thank you, Rupinder. So today I will be going over the implementation plan for the acquisition of GT and the outsourcing of wooden cradles. The implementation plan must be executed strategically to ensure success. So firstly, TRU should mitigate risk by conducting a risk assessment. This can be done by performing due diligence to ensure proper care and discretion has been taken. This includes public record searches of corporate assets and litigation review. TRU should hire a lawyer to review the purchase agreement, and an arrangement with ATB should be made to obtain the $4.5 million of financing. Taking these steps will ensure a mutual agreement between the two parties, allowing for a smooth transition and to support the future sustainability of the business. The total cost of this implementation plan is $5.7 million, and it will begin in Q2 of 2015 to Q1 of 2016. This will involve the president, the GM, and the lawyers. Change management is a very critical process involved in the implementation of GT. Changes are likely to happen within an organization to achieve growth and success. TRU will be going through many changes, such as hiring a new GM, facing cultural differences between TRU and GT, and as well as a threat from unionization. It is recommended for TRU to undergo an organizational restructure, and this will include building a new human resources team, which will later be addressed in the operational issues. TOFS should be appointed as the new GM of GT, and a new GM should be hired for TRU. With TOFS experience, we believe his expertise and knowledge can carry TRU through a successful execution. Employees will also be trained in an ongoing basis, and communication is highly encouraged and is very critical throughout this process. Processes should also be reviewed on an ongoing basis, and TRU should also reconnect and communicate with new and existing suppliers and customers to maintain relationships. Change management will be ongoing throughout the years. The first step to outsourcing wooden cradles is to create a contract. Once the contract is signed, TRU can then discontinue in-house operations and free up resources. The success of outsourcing wooden cradles can come from open communication and honest communication. As a result, this will prompt delivery times and consistent quality of products, and this will also allow TRU to focus on the core business. The total cost of this implementation is $8,000, and it will begin in Q4 of 2015. This will involve the GM of GT, the production manager, lawyer, and production staff. I will now pass this off to Tony, who will be addressing the operational issues.
Thank you, Sam. I would like to talk about operational issues that have a major impact on TRU's current operations. There are three issues to address: unionization, locations, and human resources. I'd like to start off with operational issues. As you know, currently, TRU's simple turnover is high, and a lot of them are considering being unionized. And I know that all of GT's welders are already unionized. The acquisition could cause a further problem. In short term, TRU will resolve this issue by providing apprenticeship program and increasing in salaries and bonuses, and continuing educational program. In the long term, though, the fundamental solution will be to create fun company culture by having social events, team building activities, and counseling programs. And providing opportunity to grow and empowering leaders to make operational decisions will motivate them, and that will help TRU to become a good place to work. Expected outcome is employees not unionized, and lower employee turnover rate lower than industry average, and increased employee morale. Next issue is having 3 locations that lead to inefficiencies in operations, such as increased travel time and cost, as well as duplicate ordering. If TRU acquires GT, there will be 4 locations, and that could aggravate the problem. But TRU will mitigate this issue by implementing ERP system to capture all the orders, and setting up clear job responsibilities, and reporting and communication structure will eliminate all the possible inefficiencies. And the expected result will be low inventory level and faster order processing time. And lastly, TRU currently does not have a standard hiring process and incentive system. As mentioned, after acquisition, it is necessary for TRU to change the organizational structure and to build up human resources department. It is recommended to create human resources department consisting of 3 individuals: director, manager, and assistant. And TOS will be moving to GT operations as its preference, and TRU will be hiring a new manager for current operations. Expected outcome is reduced conflict and better managed operations, and lower employee turnover rate, happier employees, happier organization overall. So here's a brief timeline. As you can see, the row shows what actions to be taken. So there are 2 strategic issues to be implemented. The left is operation issues, and the also says the necessary cost. 5 actions to be taken. The columns that time shows the timeline as well as cost by quarters. With the total amount of cost will be about 7.1 million total. Pass it on to Anna.
Thank you, Tony. So after seeing this implementation plan and where we're planning to take TRU, you must be curious about how we're going to finance it. So here on the slide, you can see the total cash use and cash inflow from TRU and GT operations from present day to the end of 2017, where we expect the majority of the costs to be spent. In the first column, you can see the uses of cash. So the $5.5 million is from the main implementation of GT, $5 million purchase price, as well as $500,000 in investments in equipment that we expect to spend about mid-year 2016. The $1.592 million is what we're expecting you to spend on the smaller operational issues, such as implementing an HR department, implementing the ERP system, and issues like that. The $2.1 million is what we're expecting you to spend on principal payments on debt, on venture capital repayment, as well as dividend payments. And the $2.2 million is the various investments in equipment, in buildings, in vehicles, etc. In the next column, you can see all the sources of cash. So the $5.7 million is what you will receive from the various financing, such as investments, cash, and the loan from ATB. The $5 million is the cash you will receive from TRU operations, so essentially net income less expenses. And the $2.3 million is what you'll see from GT operations, again, net income less various expenses. So as you can see, we will definitely have enough cash to finance all of these initiatives from today to the the end of 2017. And here you can see the effect of the strategy on net income. As you can see, the dotted line represents net income, that's the base, so 2015 expected net income. And you can see that in 2015, we are expecting net income to decrease. That is because of all the implementation steps that will need to be taken prior to the purchase of GT. Obviously, they take money, and GT will not be able to provide us with net income until 2016. In 2016, you see that our net income is relatively on par. Again, that's partially because of all the implementation costs, but however, GT is now able to contribute to the bottom line. After that, you will see significant improvement in net income, and that is finally reaping the benefits of all the acquisition. So overall, I would like to take you back to where we started. Why are we here today? That is to meet TRU's targets of an $800,000 after-tax net income in 2017, increase net income by $100,000 in the following 2 years, achieve a 10% return on capital, while operating with the 25,000 square feet of capacity. We have presented to you a strategy to meet all of these targets through implementation of such, through taking into consideration of such things as TRU's core competencies and strengths, such as producing high quality, double vault, customizable Transport Canada approved tanks. We have determined that TRU is ready for a strategic shift through the ratio analysis, which has shown that TRU is on par or better than performing than the industry. We have taken you through some industry trends, which have shown that automation of the welding processes is a key success factor of the industry. It reduces weld deficiencies, which also aligns with TRU's mission and core values. And we have also shown you that agriculture could be an enticing trend for TRU. We have taken you through a detailed analysis of the pros and cons of each alternative and have determined that through the GT purchase, TRU will be able to gain access to more customers in Alberta agriculture. This is the most expensive option, but it is the only option that will be able to provide the necessary strategic shift as well as net income to meet the target. And through Wooden Cradles, TRU was presented with an opportunity to outsource a small part of the business, thus saving money and space, while allowing TRU to focus on more value-added activities. We have given you a detailed implementation plan to manage the legal aspects of the acquisition, thus protecting TRU from risk. We have shown you how to manage the change. Should we stop then? We haven't been practicing with stopping, so might as well continue, yeah. We have shown you how to deal with the most critical operational weaknesses, such as establishing an HR department and an HR and costing system. And even though this will require $1 million in cash and investments and $4.5 million in debt, you can see that TRU will continue its strong performance in liquidity and debt management. And here you can see the effect of our strategy on TRU's net income. You can see that all of these targets have been met. We will increase net income by an even higher amount than it previously was meant to, and we will finally meet that 2019 target of $100,000 increase in 2019. Thank you so much for your time. We'll be ready for any questions. What's an hour? It's really a minute.
So go ahead.
Overall, I know of it. It was good. Just a couple of questions, maybe. Firstly, just the time thing. Maybe is this the first day you guys noted the time, or?
No, actually, we had a couple extra slides that we had to add in for today,
Oh, okay.
as you probably noticed.
So you have to just,
Yeah, it's just a little more practice and we'll be in it for sure.
And so just for the unionization and all that stuff, the quants show regarding a higher increase in you've taken all the